Morning, everyone. Welcome to the first day of lawn care, maybe. I'm going to be driving around today and checking out some of the yards of some of the customers that have been calling me on a regular basis, wondering when I'm going to get there. Coming this weekend is Easter weekend, and they're having family gatherings, so they really want the yards to be looking all cleaned up. So I'm going to go check on some of them and see if we can't do one or two today. I really want to kind of ease into this spring cleanup anyhow. So we'll see how it all works out here. So let's go check them out. Yeah, this is the snow that we got from 2 days ago, but we just got this little bit down here on the bottom, and hopefully it melts off fast. But this yard is a mess because we never got in the fall, or come back in the fall to do a second round, so this isn't really too awful bad, but it's still a mess. And a bunch of leaves and a few sticks, not too bad for the amount of winds we had this fall. But we got that snow there, and then that down there looks like it's absolutely soaking wet. Not too bad. Just need that white stuff to go away. If it would not have snowed Sunday night, we would be working today without a doubt. So we're supposed to get rain for the next 3 days, and that'll get rid of all of the snow. It's supposed to be in the low 40s for these next 3 days. And I want to get to work out, or get out in these yards and work so bad that it's just killing me here. Because we have a whole lot of work to do in a short time, because I got to get all these leaf cleanups done before the second week of May, because I have to get all my thatching done before we start full-time mowing about the end of the second week of May, somewhere in there, about the 15th or 20th. Everything will be green and growing fast, and I want to stay ahead of this, and not like the past 3 years where I've been behind because of the weather's been just kind of messing us up really bad. So we're gonna go check a couple more yards and see what goes on from there. Yeah, this yard don't look bad at all. A little bit of snow here and there, that's about it. And it's pretty dry. Except for along this fence right here. Not bad at all. So that yard right there will probably be the tiger cat with the clamshell bagger on, just because the trees and everything else, and more than likely what's going to be going on with that is Vicky's going to be running the mower, I'll be running a backpack blower to get everything all up. And it's probably going to work out the best for us this spring, is just running that mower. Because we're trying to get everything done as fast as possible. I know it's a couple extra dumps in the trailer, but I got to have myself on the backpack blower and her on the mower, because I got to get everything done as fast as possible this year. So the next problem I have is brush. The place I was taking it to, the person sold the property. I have no place to take any branches or anything, and I'm kind of in a bind right now. I got a couple calls out to people, but there's nowhere to take anything. So I'm kind of at the mercy of our city, and when they do the brush pickup, because I'm going to have to put everything out to the curb, and I'm not sure when that is. I'm thinking that's in May. So we're going to have to double handle all of this brush in all these yards, just because we have no place to haul it to. I've been looking for property for 5 years, and I cannot find what I can use. Find lots of property, but there's nothing I can do with it. So I can't even pile any brush on it. So let's go check out my city yard to see what that looks like, because I'm going to have someplace to dump leaves, and that's the only place that's going to be available. Worst part about that is you cannot get in there after 2:30 p.m. and it's ridiculous, but that's the way it works. Well, there has been people dumping here, because you can see where the payloader come through and pushed everything all up, and it's a muddy mess everywhere in here. So yeah, we're gonna be muddy for quite a while. So that yard's not too awful bad. I'd be wearing the boots and getting mud all over everything, but at least it's a place to dump. I gotta go check one other place right now and see what that looks like. I have not been there, but I was told I could dump there, and I gotta see how wet and muddy it is, because that area is a low-lying area, so it could be soaking wet, and I can't get in there. So see what goes on with that. This is what people tell you where you can dump at. Can only back into there because everything else is piled in a way. So you know how long that would last, about 1 week, and then this would be completely full. So not worth my time to drive all the way out here to dump. So this morning's been kind of a bust. I'm not going to be able to do any cleanup stuff except for one yard. I think we're going to get the chainsaw out and cut up a bunch of them limbs to get them down to the size that we need to. I think it was out in 3 or 4 videos ago. I'm not sure when it was now, but it was a while back. Checking out yards, and there wasn't nothing going on there. But Vicky suggested we go do that place today to get that out of our way. At least get the big stuff hauled away and everything all cut up in a pile and ready to haul away as soon as, or put out to the curb as soon as the city posts when they're going to be doing their pickup. Because every spring they go around and do a brush pickup, and I just try to have everything all set and ready to go for that day that it happens. So now we're gonna pulling up this yard here and gonna take care of these branches. And as you can see how Vicky's bundled up, it's nice and warm out.
It's about at 45 degrees, but
45
it's like 30
degrees
out.
And there is just a lot of branches and sticks and logs and everything else. I don't know what we're gonna do with this, but
my suggestion is to cut them up in little pieces and pile them up for right now.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do for right now, and then come back through and figure out what we're gonna do with the logs, basically, because they're about 6 inches around, so it's basically a tree.
I don't know, the neighbor right here, maybe they'll come to pick it and throw it in their bonfire this spring.
There we go. I'll put free on that. I bet you someone will take that. Never thought about that.
They got a bonfire pit next door. They might want that for their bonfire.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to put a free sign on that. Get that wood all cut up, put it right by the tree, and put free on it. So let's get you set up and let's get started on this. And I have not started this since last year. I guess I should have started before I left. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, I should have brought a rake to pick all this stuff up over here, but we'll get that all up when we come back and clean this whole thing up. So it shouldn't be too bad. And then the guy that plows the driveway up, he did a really nice job of dethatching up there and taking sod out and everything else. So we're gonna have to fix all that again. I do not plow this yard.
Okay, that project's done. That'll get your heart pumping a little bit.
Well, until we can get the vac over there to vacuum up all the rest of the crumbs.
We'll be using a clamshell on that one. And that yard's still full of stuff. To come by and cut the decorative grass down on this one. Not much of it there. Winter did a really good job of knocking everything down for us and creating more of a mess. So right now I have one more yard that we're going to go to. We got to cut up one more branch. And that should be it for us for today, for as far as we can go, because nothing else we can do except pile the stuff up for now. Having Vicky out checking the yard. There was branches here, but one of her grandsons must have picked them up. How squishy is it, Vicky? It's pretty soft yet.
Not too bad, but I think she's got skunks.
Okay, so that's one less thing we have to do. Don't have to worry about that. Skunks are digging in the yard. That usually means there's grubs there. So we're going to have to treat this yard with grub killer this spring.
We have a guy that does that though, right?
Yes, we do. We just have to make a phone call and he comes and takes care of it.
Oh, they're right there.
Yep. And we found all the branches. So, yep, either her daughters were up here, or her granddaughter, or her grandson took care of it. So we don't have to worry about that. And I see the neighbors' leaves are everywhere. There's cars parked all over them. I don't think I'm going to do that cleanup because too much stuff in the way. So I think we're about done, aren't we? I don't think anything else we have to do. Look at the look on her face. She is not happy with our temperature that we got.
It's 40 degrees out.
It's just a little light breeze.
I don't know when we're going to get 80 degrees, but it can't stay away for much longer because I can't take it anymore.
No.
6-7 months of winter up here is too much.
We're 180 days right now with temperatures below 60. So that's pretty much going to be the end of our video for today. I thank you for watching and subscribing. If you check out the links in the description box below, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Have a good evening. See you at the next yard. Peace. Goodbye.
You done?
I think so.
Okay.